Hello everyone, so today I'll be talking about a DLC that I loved for a very long time until a certain update came out that kind of made this pointless. I'm going to talk about this update and the update I love so much, which is the import-export update. And without further ado, let's get into it. Thank you for watching and hope you like it. Before the import-export update came out, just like always, it got leaked because Rockstar is so great at keeping these a secret. And the hype was tremendous. I mean, I remember I logged on day one at like 6 in the morning before school so I can just buy a couple cars and get my fix for the time being, you know? And then I would finish the update when I came back. But like, that's the kind of update this was. This was just after Fast and Furious update where they threw the Lycan out the building. Forgive me, I forgot what part it was. They make so many. And then in this update, they go ahead and add a car that is based off of the Lycan and something else. It's like a mesh of two, but it mainly looks like the Lycan. And they go ahead and add other great cars like the FMJ and the T20, which are two of my all-time favorite cars in GTA Online. I mean, in terms of cars, this update smashed it out the park. I think it rivals the Tuners update, in my opinion. And the actual content part of this update, the replayability part, which is the import-export business, is actually pretty good as well. Or at least it was. Now the pay is not great. For exporting a top tier vehicle, it's like 120,000. With the bonus, I think it's 140,000. And in today's world of inflation in GTA Online, that's just nothing. Like, honestly, that is just honestly kind of sad to look at, because the meta for making money has changed in GTA Online. Now Rockstar kind of made it so you have to have all your eggs in different baskets. You can't have them all in one basket, because you just make more money that way. Because you can run the special cargo business, and while you're sourcing crates, your nightclub could be making goods, and while you're doing that, your MC could be making goods, and while you're doing that, your bunker could be making goods. It's just a cycle of you not really having to do anything but one update and have other updates running in the background. Grinders choose to run crates because they give more RP and they give more money, and import-exports don't really do any of that good. This is why I think this business should be reworked in some way, and with just a small few tweaks, this could be really good. The first change I will propose is changing the payout to 350,000 for one high-tier car. The other payouts for the mid-tier and low-tier cars could stay the same for all I care, because I've never even seen anyone import and export any of those, because the meta is to fill up some with the low tier and some with middle tier, so you only get sourced high tier cars. If you do that, no one gets the lower and middle tier cars, so you shouldn't export those, and no one exports those. And that'll fix the payout side. Some people might think 350,000 is too much, and the 350,000 is without bonuses, by the way. But this next change I will propose will kind of balance it, and that is to add a heavier time limit. So say you can only export a car every hour or so. I think in the current meta, this is how you make the update viable. So it goes into the meta of having all your eggs in different baskets, not in one basket. So you could export a car and then not worry about it for another hour, and then export another one, and so on. You don't have to kind of babysit the business like you have to now, because nothing happens in the background of the import-export business. You have to be involved in it in some way. And the only selling one car every hour thing will kind of help the business grow, because people will actually do it and they'll actually play the business. I also think they should give more bonuses for delivering it with associates, because I mean, no one really does that anyways, but it will still be an incentive to get into the business, because if you have friends, they could help you export, and then you could help them export, and then help them export, and then by the time you're all done, the first one who started it is probably going to be done as well, so you could do theirs, and then so on. Now I should mention they already have something like this in the import-export business, where it's basically a collection of cars. You have to source a collection of cars and you get a bonus for it. The thing about this is it requires you to source mid and sometimes low tier cars, which, like I said before, are almost useless, because the bonus you get for making this collection is not enough to fill the gap of a high tier car. So if you sold 3 high tier cars instead of a collection of a high tier, a mid tier, and a low tier car, you would still get more in the 3 high tiers, because they just give more money. The bonus Rockstar gives is not that big. So they should also make it to where if you export 4 high tier cars, you get a bonus for 4 high tier cars. And if they still want to do the collection thing, that's fine. They can make it so you have to source 4 high tier cars, no mid tiers, no low tier, no nothing, because those are almost useless. I think those are just fillers in your garage, because the low tier and mid tier cars are pretty pointless, like I said many times already. But I mean, this is why I'm so frustrated. Like, you can do so much to make this update good, and Rockstar they just won't do it. I mean, we've seen them add some things to the bunker, like, you know, the little truck you can deliver to the ammunition and get like 50k. No one does that. The special cargo crate where you could deliver a truck and get 50k from your office assistant. No one does that. So it's hard, because we see that they are capable of changing an update and reworking an update in some way or form, but they just choose not to. And I get it, the workload of GTA 6 is really putting pressure on Rockstar's titles to, put out updates and sort of updates that are mediocre. But honestly, I would rather have a reworked import-export update than a new update. I think it'll show that Rockstar cares about previous updates and they can and have the ability to rework an update into something good. I think GTA Online players will be pretty happy with it as well. I mean, some will be mad, but you can't please everyone. And overall, my trust will increase in Rockstar because, not only did I make this video, but I like the import-export update, and I would like for it to get reworked so I can play it and actually make money from it and have fun with it. Because right now, that's just not the case with it. It's just sort of in this sad state of no one playing it because it's not good enough, but Rockstar not having the resources to make it good enough so people can play it, which is unfortunate, but this is why GTA 6 has so much pressure to be a good game, because Rockstar as a company has really suffered from it. It's taken a tremendous effort to put GTA 6 into a reasonable year of release that it's sort of pressuring the rest of Rockstar titles to be good and support the time that we have to suffer before GTA 6 is released. But that is it, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.